Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet? I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
Who the hell is that? Do you feel better?
How's your eye?
I've had worse.
Please accept my apologies. If I'd stepped in sooner, you wouldn't have gotten that.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Ask why you're interested.
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Oh. What do you mean?
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Damn. Let's look at the scar. But don't stare though.
And next
that'd
you're
be
gonna
rude.
tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
She just
My
did.
heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
Confrontation.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Okay. To allow her to
Elizabeth.
confide. Oh, damn. I just encountered an immunity. What was the immunity? Maybe it'll tell me in a second.
Hiding in me might ease your burdens.
Psychology.
Let me
of
relieve
course, yeah,
you of
she's
some of
fucked
your
up.
suffering.
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself? Do you really think that by confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile back or let me sleep at night? Look, you don't seem like a bad person. And I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear.
Damn.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Oh. Mention her sister? Her father? Oh, I don't know. This is an absolute guess. Mention her sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me.
Damn, that was
I would have
lucky.
put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Oh, damn.
Thanks for trusting me.
Ah.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
Oh.
No, he went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was
Damn.
decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons.
Oh, don't say
even
that,
if it
man.
seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you
She
here?
is a
My father
pointer,
used
isn't
to know
she?
Sir Holmes.
She likes to point.
He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Damn. That was a pretty cool exchange. So far, the dialogue seems pretty well executed where it needs to be. You know. There's only one thing in it that I don't like, but I don't want to say it now in case it actually fits. Yeah, but there's something that's happened in terms of like casting choices that I just don't agree with. But I'm still trying to work out what the tone of this is supposed to be.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Oof. What can you tell me about our host?
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Master? Oof.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
Okay. What can you tell me about the guests?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
I was wondering... wait, I have a few questions about the manor. Oh wow, there's a lot here. What can I find on the ground floor?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Yeah, except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
Do I want to ask about the other floors? That was brief, but there was just a lot. Okay, let's... so, living rooms and gardens. First floor?
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where Sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable Sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that Sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
Oh, that was quite short. Second floor?
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir.
The whole
In the
floor?
west
Wow.
wing on the second floor are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
Can I get authorized? That sounds absolutely brilliant. May I walk outside?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
That's kind of weird. Wanting to keep something in its natural habitat, but then enforcing it on everybody else. That's kind of weird. Anyway, return. I have a few questions about... No, sorry. I was wondering if you could help me out.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Oh. Would you have any Carmelite water?
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
That's scandalous. Very well. Oh, do I want to say that? No, it seems a bit of a waste. Yeah, return. Golden elixir?
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests.
Oh, damn, how are we
Some
gonna get it?
guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for Sir.
Oh, good to know. It's not for consumption. Okay.
That's fine. I have no intention of swallowing this remedy. You see, I generally use it to put the shine back on my shoes. But maybe you'd rather I ask permission from Lord Mortimer. Where is he? I'd like to tell him about my shoe problem.
Sir need do nothing of the sort. There is no reason to disturb Lord Mortimer with this small matter.
As you wish.
Here you are, sir.
Thanks.
I hope Sir will have enough with one bottle, as I haven't any more.
Oh, I'll make do. It's good of you to get this much.
May I do anything else for Sir?
Would you have any Devil's Thorn? Maltese Cross?
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any Devil's Thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir.
I'm jet
but
lagged.
the
Got any
devil's thorn
drugs?
may be just a
That's kinda
plant,
weird.
but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug
Ooh.
that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against Sir taking any.
Well, I guess I have no choice. Fine, I will take your advice. Manuscript.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir,
Oh.
and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend Sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
I'll make him believe that it's my book. Oh. It's... Oh, okay. For some reason I'm intrigued. This could lead to an extra skill point. But if it doesn't, I'll be like, well, that was a weird part of the dialogue tree. Yeah, I'll make him believe that it's my book.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
They're weak
With
to
all due respect, sir, I
manipulation.
hope Sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But, sir,
Oh.
Very well, sir. Here you are.
Give me my
May Sir
book.
take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
Man, I can be a dick. You got any amber?
My good fellow, would you have any
My good fellow.
available?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Yeah, but I know. I have some. Nah, I can't do that because it's too difficult, and I can't do that because I don't have the skill unlocked. Okay, fine. We'll leave him alone for now. We got a new book. Woo! Let's take my leave. Is that in the... I forgot where the book screen is. It wasn't traits, was it? Oh. Here we go, book screen. Yay! A surprising epistolary novel ending with the suicide of its hero. Psychology. Can't wait to learn that. That's gonna be...
What can I do for you, sir?
Sorry, press the wrong button.
I am at your service day and night, sir.
Okay. Could go outside. Is there anybody by the fire? Anybody taking a nap on the couch? Draw a mustache on them. Nope. Nobody. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, Devil's Thorn. Nice. Just lying around. It's like gold dust, that. Oh, hey. That's a mighty big dinner table.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and
Wait, is that
close aide of
Napoleon in the
Frederick
middle?
William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal
No
Judge.
idea who he is.
Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing it? He
This
tells
is
me to
not
come
what it
urgently
said it
and
would be like on the
he sends
brochure.
no one to meet me?
Oh, let's look at Napoleon right now.
It is remarkable.
That's right.
Thank you again
Wait,
for the
what?
wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table. I am delighted.
Yes, I heard.
Volner and
confused.
Biagi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Hey, Yuri, how
Your
you doing,
offer
man?
does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
That was an awkward
Very
pause.
much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
What a rebel!
Don't worry,
I'm doing very well,
appreciate the
Yuri.
same
Thank
great
you for
varieties as
asking.
you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Oh, elite philanthropy. Oh, I'm gonna look at her right now.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Those baked potatoes look
Is
good.
everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here
Oh
I
wait,
am
they're not
again.
baked potatoes, are they? Let's see. Ask Emily what she thinks of Volner.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
Oh, I'll bet
I
you
see.
did.
My friend. Don't trouble yourself.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Let Emily reply.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
I'm glad I could help, Mr. President.
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
My friend.
Common interests. Yeah, this seems fine.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Oh god, another one.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
I cannot agree to such a deal. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I.
Yeah, I think it was
And I need
Jesse
to
that
make
gifted it
sure
to you.
that we both
Welcome back,
share
PC
the
Gaming.
same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
It would need a counter-revolution.
The revolution was a good thing, but it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Ah, you are
Oh,
right.
saved it.
Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little
Oh,
gift.
thank you for the skill points.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Nailed it.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr.
Lovely
Washington.
speech, Mr. President. Oh, I'm gonna look at that. I don't know what it is. No, not. Oh, pubes.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present.
I don't think I actually have
as
the
well
skill
as
for
Lord
that.
Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
All right, that was a decent episode. That was all right. The graphics in this game are indeed very nice. Yes, they're not too overdone, and they're kind of nicely stylized. There's definitely limitations with the engine that they're using, but they deal with the limitations very well, with some creative stylization. Yeah, me too, Yuri. Me too, man. But yeah, it's definitely one of those kind of. I think there's like a conspiratorial vibe to this story, which I'm kind of enjoying. It's kind of weird that George Washington, I mean, you know, yeah, Illuminati stories go back for years and years, like you know, a good number of centuries. This is a really interesting sort of perspective on this period of time when it comes to the elite sort of members of the human community, leaders of various nations and stuff. Really interesting, very interesting indeed. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and again, as I said, like the presentation is really nice. Like you said, like the graphics are pretty good, as PC Gaming said, and it's the voiceover I think is done pretty well so far. And the dialogue, while in some places a little bit jank, like the tone changes between, like when the priest was mad at me for not intervening with Elizabeth, and then he was scolding me for it, saying how much my mother would be disappointed in me, and he went straight from that to, actually I have something to ask of you, or something. It's just, his tone totally changed. And then I managed to kiss his ass in that conversation, and all of a sudden he liked me again. It was kind of weird. But yeah, like I was lucky to save that one with Napoleon there. I really screwed up. I was thinking too much like myself, rather than trying to relate to Napoleon, who was a weird guy. But saved it with the last bit there. Quite happy about that. But yeah, as I said before the intermission, I'll be going for another 3 hours or so. I don't have work tomorrow, so I might drift a little over the usual time. But yeah, just want to sit and absorb this story for a bit, just chill out. Next, we completed 2,300 objectives in that one. Unlocked 150 traits, 150 character traits. We met 20 new characters apparently. Exploited 200 vulnerabilities and found 200 items. Ah, this game. This game. Next. Oh yeah. Cool. Right. So. My manipulation is up. That's fine. Conviction would be good. I missed out on a couple of politics things in that episode I was not happy about. It's like, oh, if I was there, I would not let that go. So I'm going to get my politics up to level 1, I think. Oh, the linguistics would be quite handy too. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll go with the politics. Yeah, we'll get that up to level 1. Actually, no. Yeah, politics. Up to level 1. And I'll validate that. Perfect. Onwards and upwards. And forwards and that way.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Wait, what? Psychology and politics. Okay. I could maybe do with it. That's a shame. Oh man, if I'd known I didn't check to see what that book would give me. If I'd known it was politics, I would have gone for the linguistics in the actual assignment of the skill points. But I'll learn politics for now.